What's up, everybody? It's Taven the Caveman. On today's Cave Art Adventures, episode 31, we are going to keep working on the toy store diorama. This baby is finally picking up some pace, and I can't be happier. I set some stuff up earlier today. I'm letting some boards dry right now. I ended up gluing them down to the base. What's up, TikTok? And I put a weight behind it. I don't know if you guys can see it right over here. Yeah, I had to put down some weights on the base because the boards ended up warping because of the glue that I used. I had no choice. I thought I had covered everything out. There's only like one spot that kind of started warping really bad, but I put a flat piece of. Well, actually, I layered it up. Check it out. So when you're working with glue and you know it's gonna get everywhere, get some wax paper. Put that over it, and then put something flat on top of it, and then really press it down with a bunch of weight, which is exactly what I did. And I'm just gonna let that rest for like, I don't know, an hour or something like that. Hopefully that'll level everything out. Once that's done, I'm gonna sand it down just so I can get even more fine and, you know, flat surfaced like. But for right now, we are going to continue working on the inside of the front of this piece right here. Y'all have seen me work on this part. I'm going to work on this a little bit more, just because I haven't been paying attention to that side yet. So that's what I'm going to do in today's episode. Hang out, talk about toys, you know, stuff like that. So with that, let me change the camera for you guys to see. Hope everyone's doing well today. I certainly got up early and I started pushing myself to do a little, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Earlier today, I had posted and made a video on my TikTok, which you can find under Cave Art Adventures, talking about Secret Invasion. So that show straight up sucked. That show sucked, and I think it stabbed a lot of us in the back. The fans were pretty upset that we didn't get the Secret Invasion that we are kind of familiar with from the comics. It was a very predictable show. Honestly, like I wasn't expecting a lot of these characters to show up, just because, well, it was going to be hard for them to, you know, really like pay all those actors to come to like show up for that show. So I knew they were going to mess it up like that. But, you know, just because it sucked, it doesn't mean that the scrolls are out of the story. So I posted a question: who do you think is a scroll? And like, what are your thoughts behind that? Like, why would they be scrolls? So I made a big old list. Check out the video right now. It's on my page. And I might yap about that, but for right now, I do have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. playing in the background. I'm on Season 4 right now, rewatching it. Season 4 is the season with Robbie Reyes, the Ghost Rider with the Charger. Always fun. Hey, what's up, Pete? So here we go. We're gonna play this background here.
It's classified.
Turn it down a little bit. You know, just making sure everything is in the frame. There we go. Well, so as I, you know, lollygag through this, just want to ask you guys what y'all think about Secret Invasion. Was that your jam? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Were you were you like one of us that just thought, man, sure did ruin my favorite comic book? Okay, sweet. That's the side it's gonna go in. Okay, my hand is not. There we go. So for this, again, I'm going to get my E600 6000 glue just because it's a lot easier to work with. I'm going to do a little bit of this. Personally, I really wish that they didn't ruin the characters that they used to begin with. They should have left, what's his name, Killian No, that's not Killian. They should have left the main scroll alive. And it feels like they kind of wasted the character Gaia, which is always a bummer because, you know, you don't want these new and powerful characters to be wasted like that. But alas, that's what happened. And I also really thought that they left us on a cliffhanger, left me thinking that they were going to introduce Excalibur, or a British section of the Marvel Universe that we hadn't seen before. But I was wrong. Kind of just left us hanging. Some of the characters that I thought are that I believe are Skrulls in the MCU right now are John. He is Xia Ling's assistant slash lackey from Shang-Chi. To me, it makes sense because, well, he's her right-hand man. She just took over her dad's army. She's got a lot of firepower, a lot of manpower, and what better way to help them gain numbers but by infiltrating a powerhouse like that. I'm not saying that Xia Ling is a Skrull herself. I'm just saying it'd be smart to have an army already ready there that they could slowly replace or at least manipulate. Let's put this over here so it doesn't fall back. So, where's my glue? There we go. I'm going to try not to get too obsessed with how much glue I use here, but I still need to use enough. As we're talking about these movies, what I ended up doing was I whipped out the timeline of all the movies that were out, and I kind of just asked myself, what characters would be Skrulls in these, you know? I didn't pull one character out of every movie, otherwise there would have been like 20 on the video that I made, but I feel like the list that I came up with was, you know, entertaining enough. So, for the Shang-Chi movie, just because it would make sense that, you know, someone would be like John's character would be in Magicorp looking for people to I guess like mimic and all that. Like that just made sense for him to be there, look as a Skrull, looking for workers, looking for an army, looking for baddies to replicate. After all, he was in that arena that had a lot of good fighters in him. We saw Abominations return, Black Widows, and people from the Extremis there. So, you know, a lot of people to mimic. But what better way to get in there than to mimic, you know, the head honcho or the head honcho's lackey? You guys let me know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. Maybe didn't even think about it to begin with. But yeah, that's kind of where my mind went when I thought about Shang-Chi. I do have a list around here somewhere, which I'm going to take out in a second here. I'm not really going to go in any order from the MCU. I'm just kind of going to throw it out there and see what you guys have to say about it. Okay. That's another character that I can bring up. Yeah, I actually made a list for this. So, another character was Melina Vostokov. We saw her in Black Widow. She was working on the mind control serum that the Black Widows were under. And I like that just speaks for itself. Like, what better way to take over or make it easier for you to take over a planet than by basically brainwashing people to doing what you want or controlling them in that manner. I feel like that would have been a pretty fun way to include her as a Skrull. What do you guys think? So right here, I'm just trying to make these little corners meet a little better. So I'm gonna have to shave off the corners. Nothing too crazy. Hoping I get the angles by just eyeing it. Okay. Alright. That looks to fit pretty nicely there, so now I'm just going to add some of this E6000 glue. The E6000 glue is my favorite to use when I am working with wood. However, it's not the most pleasant for your sinuses. So I try to apply it quickly and then cover it as fast as I can afterwards, because you don't want to be breathing that stuff in all day. We're going to add some right here. Add some in the corner. And then we're just going to give it a little squeeze. Okay, whoops, whoops, whoops. Wipe the finger off. Boom. Okay, just making sure this goes in smoothly. Seems to be. Now let's get a little board here. And then we're going to just scrape off the excess glue down here at the bottom. We don't need that. Alright. So that looks pretty awesome there. Yo, what's up, guys? Just saw that. Yo, hi, Corey. I saw the video of you having more followers than your kids. That's pretty funny. I feel like telling them that they need to step their game up, bro. We're gonna continue to this side just so that we can finish one side in one go, and then move on from there. So it looks like, there we go. Now you guys can see a little more. Let's move this camera this way a little so I can move my work closer to me. There we go. Now we're going to glue this part up. Alright, I'm going to switch this camera view on TikTok here. And guys, don't forget that I am live on TikTok, YouTube, Roku TV, the Toxic Retro Rewind channel. There we go. And now you guys can see some more of my work. Showing you guys the goods. Let's give this guy some glue to hold on to. There we go. Give this little side right here. So another character from the Black Widow movie that I think would be fun, and this came from me thinking about the new Thunderbolts movie that's coming out. I was like, I wonder if any of them would be a Skrull. And the one character that I thought would be a good one, just because he's had such a good arc, is well, not necessarily the best art, but anyways, a good character that would be a scroll would be the Red Guardian. Now, I I highly doubt that they would actually do any of that in the movie itself, you know, mention the scrolls to begin with. But just to think that, like, the Red Guardian would be a scroll from, you know, from the 90s would kind of make sense, just because of the timing. Like, that's when Captain Marvel showed up in the Marvel universe. Around the 90s, and you know, him being a spy, a double agent, a triple agent at that, would be pretty interesting, and it would be pretty wrecking, you know. Like, imagine if that character development that he had and the relationship that he built with Yolanda, it just got ruined by him being a Skrull. So none of that even happened, and like the real one would still be like, "What are you talking about? I don't know you like that. You were a mission." You know what I mean? Like, the emotions. Okay. And so now we're going to give it this fella. Oh, come back up here. Relax. Okay. Alrighty then. And then we're going to introduce some of this glue. Let's see this glue. We're gonna spread it nice in the corner here. That way when we press our ceiling board molding thingy, it'll push all that glue outwards. There we go. I'm not trying to go too crazy, but also keep it from spilling out. There we go. Now I might need to get my clamps out just so that I could help these stick a little more. Yep, I'm gonna get my clamps. By the way, guys, thank you for the hearts. I'm really appreciative of you guys showing support in any way you can, from commenting, sharing, dropping some gifts. I really appreciate when you guys come out and support. Okay, there we go. Now hopefully this won't give me any issues, but I really need this to stick as firm as it can. It looks like it's gonna hold. Again, here, let me turn this so that I'm gonna end up painting the remaining walls right here. I think white would be a nice color. I might repaint that really bright blue. In fact, I think I will repaint that bright blue to a more darker blue to match the wallpaper there. Ooh, easy. What I really want this to do is stick and hold from both directions. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get another clamp. Oh. We're gonna see if I can clamp it from over here. Give him the clamp, see? Nope, can't clamp it that way. That's fine. I might have to, after this dries, it looks like I'm gonna have to shave some of this off. Just a little bit. It's not too bad. but I'm definitely gonna have to sand some of that off. That's alright though. And then of course after I sand that off, I will be painting it white. Now, how about we move on to the next piece? Since we have this side already right here, we are going to place this right there one more time before we add the glue. Gonna make sure everything fits the way we want it to. Looking good. Looking good, looking good. Gemma. Okay, and this glue is capped. We can put that over here. Let's get this bad boy going.
I was wondering if you could tell me exactly what it is you are designing for.
Okay. So let me glue this and then I can keep on yapping about my secret invasion theories. Man, I just feel like that whole show did us dirty. There was so much underuse and predictability in it. I know, it happened so long ago, almost like a year and a couple months ago from today, but like, you know, man, it was just that storyline is just full of awesomeness, and the way that they did us dirty like that, a total Judas move. Alright, let's push this fella in here. Let's get our little tooly tool. That'll push that in there. Thank you. Get in there. Okay. Let's just make sure this is flush to the end here. Really quickly, because I am watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now, I have to say, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is always one of my favorite shows. They did so much stuff that was like ahead of the MCU, the proper MCU. Like right now, they're talking about Emma. She is one of the first life model decoys that Fitz ended up like not necessarily helping, but definitely being a part of here. By aiding this other doctor guy who was, or professor, who was putting it together. And I believe it was because he gave him some of Ultron's work, or like Ultron's head. Everything was kind of connected like that, and honestly, like, that's such a cool storyline. I wish that the MCU proper would definitely adapt LMDs. They're probably going to do it for Doctor Doom, just because the people who love Doctor Doom know that he uses LMDs as decoys from getting caught all the time. When you think the good guys have won, boom, LMD. Okay. So now let me give it a little look-see look myself. Okay. There's an extra glue right here I don't really want. Alright, okay. What's another character that I thought was going to be a good scroll? One of the characters that I forgot to add to the video that I made was Ghost from Ant-Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think she would be a great, like, scroll. Well, because she has to deal with the quantum realm, It's out of their world, out of just about everybody's world when that movie came out. But thinking that if she did get replaced by a scroll, that she would definitely be using her abilities to get closer and deeper into the government. Already kind of getting to know those high value targets that she would go for. As you know, her character is an assassin in the MCU. So getting to know more and more secrets is probably something that the scroll would definitely want. That and a couple of things could be happening. Like she could have been faking that she wasn't in control of her abilities, and then when Janet actually helped her out, she could have just been like, oh good, I get to act less hurt by all this all of a sudden. And then that could be a reason why, you know, she's more in control now, because the less she has to act. Kind of like when Scrolly, Rhodey from the Secret Invasion show, started to, like, you know, change in character, and the way that he carried himself wasn't like he barely had, like, they barely acknowledged that he had to use braces for his legs, you know. So like off of that one thing, I'm saying that there's a possibility that they could have added that, or taken that necessity to act like she was hurt away. Okay, let's make sure that that goes in there. Okay, good. So all these little areas that you see that are still brown up here, like that little scuff mark, I'm definitely going to repaint white, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. If you're thinking, oh, what's he going to do with that? That's what I'm going to do. Guys, if you're watching me on TikTok, I would appreciate the F out of you if you hit this with a bunch of likes. Send it out to some friends. Let them know there's people out here being nerdy, that they need your attention. Because I thrive off attention. And if you don't know who this is, I am Caveman the Caveman. I craft dioramas, I have toy accessories, playsets. I repaint action figures. I occasionally illustrate on camera. And I do the toy unboxings. Where I give you guys live, raw reactions to them. And let you know how I really feel about them. Okay, so with this right here, alright. Oh, I might have acted too soon on that. But it looks like it's going to be plenty of glue right there, but let's just kiss that corner and cap this off so it doesn't run. Yo! Thank you guys for the likes and the love. Coach Scooby back up in this. Coach Scooby. Coach Scooby. It was his birthday this Monday, right? Or am I remembering wrong? Doop doop doop. Doop doop doop. Loving coach. Thank you guys. Alright, we're going to let that do its magic, but we're going to use some clamps. Skim the clamps again. There we go. We're going to get one more and put in the opposite end over here. So let's turn this around for us. Look at that. Look at that. I'm definitely going to be repainting those the window trim. Yep. Alright, this next part should be easy too. Season 4 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Woo! Coach Scooby, thank you! Thank you! Pleasure to meet you, Taven. Join right now while you are introducing yourself. Hey, that's what's up. Just saw that. Thank you, sir. I don't know if you caught my video asking people who they think scrolls are, but I made one for fun just because it kept on swimming in my head. I'm going through the list of them as I hang out here. Another character that I definitely think is a scroll. Like she has changed so much since we first saw her. And I believe we first saw her in Captain America: Winter Soldier. It's Sharon Carter. Like straight up, I know that the government did her dirty and forgot about her after this, after she became a felon by helping Captain America when she wasn't supposed to. But if she would have gotten replaced by Skrulls, it would have made sense. Not just because of like her arc, but well, actually, yeah, just pretty much because of the arc. Because now she's not only the what's his name, the stockbroker. Or what's his name? What's her name? What's her name? The broker? I can't remember the actual name, but she's got that under her belt. Living in Madricorp, just full of baddies. She's not behaving like herself anymore, unless she's in like deep undercover. Then you know it kind of makes sense for her to be like that. But again, we haven't been given anything else to speculate of why she'd be a baddie right now, besides the fact that the government did her dirty. And you know, like I don't blame her. I don't blame her for going the route she did. Whoops. But yeah, that's another character that I thought would probably be like a reasonable pick to think that was a scroll. Not only that, but she was contracting somebody to work on the super soldier serum, and they ended up perfecting it. To have that and to use that serum on Skrulls and or a human army that they were building, just so that it would make it easier for them to take over Earth. Like that. Come on, man. Come on now. So yeah. It would have made it a lot easier for them to take over Earth with that serum, to give them to their regular Skrulls that can't necessarily like transform. Because remember, there's different types of Skrulls. Not all of them have the ability to be a super Skrull. Not all of them can take powers, can take on powers. So to be able to power all of them up in one way or the other, well, then what better way than a perfected super soldier serum? I don't know if we're gonna see her in the Thunderbolts. I feel like it'd be a great way to let people know that she's a Skrull. But I definitely thought about that one. It just feels right, you know. When Secret Invasion came out itself, that show was really predictable, but I feel like a lot of us were able to tell that Rhodey was a Skrull, and I'm just going off those same feels that I had back then, and that's kind of why I'm picking her out of it. I mean, and also, hey, what's up, Locon? Long time no see, man. Another reason why I would pick her. Well, actually, no, that's pretty much it. That the super soldier serum, the way she's changed so much as a character. And it just feels like, you know, It just makes sense. It just makes sense to me, man. It just makes sense. Can you dig it? You can dig it. Alright. Now I am almost running out of E6000, which I'm gonna have to get some more of. Where's that little piece at? There's another little smaller piece. Did you go away? What happened to you? What are you doing in my house? Not sure if the MCU wants to touch the scroll story for a while. No, I totally feel you. I even posted as like just because Secret Invasion sucked doesn't mean that the scroll are out of the story. So this is kind of like, and trust me, like the biggest reason why I brought this up is because like I just felt so jaded by that whole ordeal that, you know, my mind won't let it go. So I thought, make a video of it so you can get over it. But for real, like, they did our homies wrong, fool. Like, straight up, it's not cool, let's say. Okay, so there we go. The closest that we've seen any sort of reference to the scroll right now that I can remember, spoiler warning, is from Agatha All Along, when the teen, that's what they're calling him in the show, said that, oh, it's my boyfriend, when he was getting a phone call on the car ride as they were looking for their coven, searching out the other witches, you know. So they showed a picture of his boyfriend, which we were all kind of speculating that the teen is actually Wiccan, Wanda's son. He's part of the Young Avengers, and Wiccan in the Young Avengers is dating, what's his name, Hulkling, right? No, not a Hulk-related character. He doesn't have gamma powers or anything like that. But Hulking is a Skrull. He's the royal prince, and since the royal family just got basically moved to Earth, I believe that's what happened after in the Marvels. Captain Marvel ends up sending the royal family to Earth to live in Asgard, I believe. At least I speculate that that's where. So with that being said, my next pick for who could be a Skrull, get ready for this. One, I want Captain Marvel to be a Skrull for a few reasons. If they replaced Captain Marvel and now they have a very powerful Skrull that has her abilities, it'd be the perfect reason to bring back Gaia. Now Gaia was very oh my god, she took on the role of like all the superheroes that we wanted to see in that show and in the body of one, because she took the serum that had all those abilities. So they'll be able to reuse that character and give her some actual purpose, and it'd be a fun story to watch her, you know, fight an evil Skrull, good Skrull versus bad Skrull, and then her trying to find the real Captain Marvel, and then freeing her. Like that would be a boss story. Like they should consider that. So I'm hoping that Captain Marvel is a Skrull, and because I mentioned that the Skrull family might be in Asgard now, I would also imagine that Valkyrie was also replaced by a Skrull. King Valkyrie being replaced by a Skrull, even, and like more than that, a royal family member would be awesome. Because imagine a greedy king, as they all are, not wanting to share a kingdom wanting to be the only royalty there, not just for his people, but anywhere he'd go. So I'm saying that the good king persona that he had in the Marvels movie, fake, and that, you know, he's out there trying to take over that kingdom, and what better way than to replace their king? So replacing Valkyrie just seems like the thing that, you know, that like an evil Skrull king would do. But again, this is just speculation, but it would make sense, I think. Okay, so this is what that's looking like so far. Look at this, look at this, look at this right here, look at this right here. I'm going to add layers to the inside right here. Don't really know how necessarily right now, but I'm going to. Probably like that. Where's that other one that I just saw? There we go. What do you guys think in Roku Land? Let me know. Am I crazy for trying this? This is all scrap made, you guys. Well, not scrap, but you know what I mean, right? Like I'm putting this thing together. I'm feeling kind of proud. I'm feeling kind of proud of myself for doing this. You know, I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it, but I have that magic audacity that believes in myself. And sometimes I surprise myself. Pleasantly surprised with this one, for sure. Okay. There we go. I don't know if anyone's paying attention to what this looks like right now, but boom! Boom! And so this corner, like right there in the middle, you can see it's a little off, but I have a way to fix that. I'm just gonna sand what I need to once I get to that point, once it's dry, so I don't mess with it right now. And then either use spackling to fill in those little nooks and crannies in there. But yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm really digging that. I'm really digging that. So right now, what I need to do is I need to measure how much I got left right here. Let's see. What do you say? What do you say? What might that's an inch? Okay. So let's go an inch. And we're gonna. Where's our pen? Our pen. Let's get down to business, guys. Can we over for a minute, please? Yeah, this is a lot faster right here. I might just get up and make myself some coffee. I'm on my 4th cup today. I'm on my 4th cup of coffee, and I haven't gotten those jitters. Like, what? We believe in you. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much, Corey. Corey, thank you. What's good from my house? Ooh. Yeah, I did good, yeah. There we go. Where are my miter shears cutters? just changed the knife on this, the blade, and this mofo it still feels like it's dull. Is there a way to tighten the grip on this thing? Oh, there is. Maybe that's what I need to do right over here. Let's get a little grippy grip over here going. Testing that grip. Don't repeat that out loud. Okay, boom. Okay, that worked better. Nope. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. One. I love these tools. Cool. Is this my 1 inch? Inch. And then another one right here. Yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna make another cut right over here too. Just in case I want another one. You know what I mean? Cool. Alright, so let me look at my notes again, and I'll share with you guys another person that I thought would be a cool scroll. So we talked about John, Melina, Red Guardian, Ghost, Sharon Carter, Captain Marvel, and Valkyrie. Those are already some that I think could be scroll. Another one would be, I thought about the Wakandans, right? And immediately who came into mind was Wakabi. That's Okoye's husband. Just because he worked with Killmonger. And I feel like maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was a Skrull who was just trying to, play devil's advocate and be like, yeah, let's make the humans fight so it's easier for us to take over Earth. Now, living in Wakanda, like, something could have happened where he was abducted and then replaced. But either way, Wakabi came to mind. He was also the head of security for Wakanda. So, like, that in itself is, like, enough reason to replace somebody like him. After all, he, the most technologically advanced country in the MCU. But even if you didn't want to go because of the technology advancement that they have, like, he's a supporting character that I don't think anybody would like really miss. But to me, it just made sense from what I've stated. And if not him, then what if M'Baku was a Skrull? Straight up, if M'Baku ended up being a Skrull after he just got a seat at the table, once he got the new Black Panther's blessings, like, man, it would betray so many people's like thoughts about him. And I think that's what has to happen. They can't just switch people who nobody's like really like emotionally attached to. But M'Baku, I feel like if he isn't now, he's probably becoming people's people's pick, I guess, from the Wakandans that are left. So I guess from that, I would think that, like, yeah, maybe I can definitely see that. But I don't know. This is just me speculating, having fun with the thought of trying to fix what they did to our to such a cool story. Okay. possible he did let Claw into Wakanda, right? He wanted Claw because he killed because Claw ended up taking out his dad, which makes sense, you know, like that makes sense why he'd want to have him in there. And of course the Skrull would know that because of recent memories that they can, you know, what's the word? Oh man, what is that word? Why can't I remember the word? Oh well, can't remember. So sad. Move on. So those two would be pretty cool choices for Wakandans to be replaced as Skrulls. What's another one? Let me glue this sucker down. Alright, let's throw this guy in here. Oh gosh. I don't want that. I don't want that in there. No! No! Get away from there. Do not press too hard because then it'll squeeze out the wrong end. So here I'm pretty much just adding some layers to this door. I don't want it to be, you know, flat surfaced. I want, like I said, I want layerings, and I'm still going to add another layer after this. These boards kind of take the glue on. And it's mainly to, oh my back. It's mainly to just like make this a lot more sturdy from inside. Simulate. No, that's not it. What about Val, Julia, Louis Dreyfus? Oh, you know, I thought that would be a pretty interesting take if she did get replaced. They already showed her hubby or her ex, him being replaced. If they did replace her, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. I'm not saying that it would explain why the replacement is such a evil B word, but you know, it'd probably be fun for that Skrull to play that person. Man, heck yeah, that would be fun. Okay, here we go. We're gonna add this bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where's this at? There we go. Let me get that notebook again. So then M'Baku and W'Kabi were talked about, and Val. Can you imagine if Val was in charge of the Thunderbolts and she was a Skrull? Here's another one. Darcy. We first saw her in the all the way back in Thor, the first Thor movie. So you probably tell why I'm picking some of these characters, because they're not all like main hitters, you know, but they're definitely part of like data collectors. They're whispering at whispers length or reach to you know, to the franchise that they're from or stories that they're from. Like the only main one that I've picked so far is Captain Marvel, but Darcy, being there since the first Thor. Happy Hogan being a scroll. Oh, bro. You're just gonna do that to everyone, huh? Happy Hogan being a scroll. Damn, dog. I mean, dang. He's not the most important character, but he definitely has a role in the Spider-Man movies, the Deadpool movie that just came out. Yeah, dog. I can see that being a good choice. Okay, come on, bro. You're gonna fit. You better fit. No, I said fit. Don't throw a fit. Been there from the get-go. You're away from point combos. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. Is you gotta think like that, right? Like, who'd be a good double agent? Okay, that looks a lot better there. But yeah, Darcy, like the last time we saw Darcy, she was in WandaVision. She was basically collecting data on the hex power, that Wanda was using on that town. And she did a pretty good job of just dipping before she had to answer any questions. To who? Basically to Monica Rambeau, because Monica Rambeau makes an appearance through the whole show and needed to keep herself hidden away from her as much as she could. And then at the end we actually see a scroll. Wait, I might have misspoken. She didn't have to hide herself from Monica Rambeau. Maybe. I don't know if those powers could see through her disguise. But she definitely had to hide herself from another Skrull if she was a Skrull. A bad one at that. Right? I just wouldn't want to make contact with any of the opposite side, you know what I mean? So that's kind of why I'm saying that. And she's such a lovable character. You gotta think of like the emotional context behind it, like how would people react if she was a Skrull? I feel like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna double down on her. Darcy is definitely a Skrull. He did get skilled once already in the first Captain Marvel's movie. So I'm not sure if they've explained that yet. Dude, Agent Coulson would explain his return from Avengers. I haven't seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh, snap! So Agent Coulson and the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., why he came back is because they actually ended up splicing his DNA with Kree DNA. The scenes that you see in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that explain that further, oh my god, they were some of the most horrifying scenes. Bruh. Get yourself a Disney Plus account and start watching that, because you're gonna flip from all the things that happen in that show. By the way, I just spoiled that part, but there's so much more to watch. I swear. There's a lot of good cameos in that show. Characters that I had to look up to be like, do I know this person? And some that I was really surprised to even like see mentioned in the MCU when they were part of the MCU. Okay. So as you can see, I'm adding some layers here. It's no longer just flat right here. I'm adding that. I'm going to add more, like just another layer at the end here. Let me show you what I'm going to use for that, though. I mean, if you care, it's all good if you got something to do right now. But this is kind of what I want to do. Nothing too fancy, but it is gonna be like you're gonna be able to tell once I paint it. I feel like I need to sand some of this though.
So why don't you go ahead and tell us what you're working on, Captain? Word of advice. Everything she does is hugely fascinating, and I understand none of it, so feel free to smile and nod. That's what I do.
Okay.
Ah, yes. One of Sheila's most important advances in
The other thing I gotta do here though is I gotta shave I gotta sand some of this down right here so that it fits flush the way this one's going to fit. Just because, you know, we want it to look nice and uniform. I have one, I gotta get around to it. Nice. Talking about the Disney Plus. Yeah. So I mentioned Darcy, right? Who else do I have in this list? I have a few more. Okay, I guess I got like 2 more. Alright, well, one of these is Doc Samson. Doc Samson we saw in the first Hulk movie. He's played by the same actor that plays Phil Dunphy from Modern Family. Like, the fact that they gave him that role, hilarious to me. I love that guy in Modern Family. Everything I've seen him in after that has been pretty awesome. I think he was in 28 Days Later. He was not very Phil Dunphy at all. Like, the role he played in that movie, my God, so far from the lovable Phil. But still had a great role in that. So why I think him? Honestly, that was just like one of my fun. I was having fun with that guy. But considering that at one point he becomes the Hulk's therapist, the Hulk will be opening up to him. He could manipulate the Hulk's emotions to, like, you know, in one direction or the other. Even though the last time we saw the Hulk, he was Smart Hulk. And, you know, that's cool. That's cool, fool. But, like, you know, just imagine it. Play with the thought of the Hulk being emotionally manipulated by a therapist, who ended up being a Skrull. Like, that's cool to me. Okay, that hits with me. All right. Not only that, but I just love that character. Anytime that I get a chance to talk about Doc Samson, I'm just like, yeah, bro, it's Doc. Okay. Alright. We are at 3 o'clock in about half an hour. I think I'm gonna get a toy and open that sucker up. I don't need to, But I want to.
I'm the director. I could help us figure out who's been affected. We just have to go to the lab. How does that sound?
Okay.
He does come back. You can't let him touch you. He'll go crazy. Touch it!
Alrighty.
Set the reactor to the ball. No, it could be a couple city blocks. What are you talking to me for, man? Shut it down. You're the one who keeps asking me questions. I'm trying to shut it down and get it back.
Okay. There we go. Let's stand this guy up for a second. Also, something that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did before the MCU proper was bring up the Darkhold. In this season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Darkhold is very much a thing, and it's a pretty fun adventure that they have trying to deal with it, because they got to figure out what's going on. These Scooby-Doo shenanigans have to be coming from somewhere, and then once they figure it out, they're like, oh, okay, let's do something about that. Honestly, this show is just like ahead of its time. Whoever made the decision to like X this show, idiot. just straight up idiot. But you know, we get over it. We got over it. Kind of. Okay, so I'm noticing another whoopsies. Here we go. I miss you so. Dip, 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 dip. I'm gonna need to reach into my garbage bag. Where is Bill? Bill, where is you? Okay. Okay. Really quickly. And my last two, well, I guess the last people that I would speculate to be Skrull is going to come as a twofer. One, just because I'm tired of seeing them in the MCU. So, like, this is kind of why I don't mind them being a Skrull. But who I'm talking about is Hank and Janet from the Ant-Man movies. Now hear me out. If the Skrull were aware that Hank... Well, first off, they have to have known that Hank created the Pym particles. Not a have to, but it would make sense if they knew about it. Because then they would know that their research led them towards the quantum universe, quantum realm, whatever you want to call it. Which then would lead them to study it and come to the conclusion of like, bro, that's somewhere that we can move our people to. So not to be evil about it, but just to be like, you know, to actually have a plan to like, and somewhere to move their family to, the Skrull. Like that just makes sense. So if they replaced Hank and Janet just so they could be more familiarized with the quantum realm, that just makes sense to me. Okay, there we go. Just tired of them. I mean, damn, bro. Just think about it this way. If Janet would have just opened her mouth and spoken, oh my god, it just clicked. Okay, so remember how Janet was refusing to tell anybody about the quantum realm? What if right before they got sucked into the quantum realm in Ant-Man and the quantum they did get replaced, so they only had like recent memories, and that's why she couldn't tell anybody about her. Oh no, wait, but she ended up telling them later. Never mind. Dang, it just fell apart in real time. Either way, I'm just kind of tired of Hank and Janet. Janet especially because of the way she wasn't sharing anything when they went in there. Like, lady, just tell them what's up so you guys have some sort of, like, plan. God dang. I mean, don't tell me that don't make sense, dog. Because that doesn't just make sense, it makes dollars. Holla, 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 holla. Okay. So I have fixed that issue. Kind of. Yeah, Mac. She wanted to cover up her thing with Murray. For sure. Shame! Shame!
Can we get a picture? Sure. Do you mind? Not at all.
Okay.
Okay. Nice and close, nice and tight. There we go. You know I love a photo op, right?
Okay. Almost got it. Almost got that patch job done.
Nice. As tempting as it may be to post these pictures on Facebook, Snapchat, every election campaign website, everything you saw today is confidential. You all signed an NDA, and unlike the climate change accord, this one's enforceable. So if all goes well, and we hope it does, next time we do this, we'll be much more public. Safe ride home, my friends. Thanks, Dad. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye. Sure.
Coach, I don't know how familiar you are with the Inhumans, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. try to do something with the Inhumans too. Bruh. Bruh.
Phil, am I getting something wrong? This was your idea. When you stepped down, you told the president you didn't want to be the face of the agency for a whole host of reasons. And you said we needed.
What if Ned or MJ were a Skrull? Like the Skrulls were keen enough to assign one Skrull to each hero. Dude, see, that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's why I fucked with you, man. That would make sense, and that would be so heartbreaking, though. I like it. The more emotionally wrecked I am by these theories, the better it is that yes, they should be Skrull. Like, imagine the complexity of Ned being a Skrull. One, he forgot his best friend Spider-Man, and then two, not just him, but the Skrull version also forgot about Spider-Man. So does that mean that the Skrull forgets he's a Skrull? Because the only reason why he would keep on going is because of the mission of him, like, guarding Spider-Man, or like being close to Spider-Man, right? So, like, think about that. God, I would suck being that Skrull. Straight up, fool. Not having a good time. Saw the Fox show. That's about all I know about the Inhumans. Oh, Just like that one song, we don't talk about Bruno, no. Yeah, we don't talk about that show. I'm glad you watched it though, because you know at least you would have gotten like that payoff of watching Multiverse of Madness and seeing Black Bolt there, the only character to survive. That whole ordeal. Okay, and so now you see here, giving it some layers. I'm gonna close this door all the way, right? So now it's got 2 layers right there. And if we flip it this way, it's all flat. I'm gonna have to do something here for all that. But yes, yes, I am Skeletor. Cool beans. At 3:15. Okay. So now what can I do? So right up here, I have this. I gotta find this piece right over here. Where is it? Is this it? Yes. Okay, so this toy sign, right? I want this toy sign to hang from up here. So I gotta, oh man, I'm probably gonna have to reprint this into a smaller one. Yep, I'm gonna have to reprint that and make it smaller. It's too big. It's covering everything that I didn't want it to cover. That's alright though, that's alright. That's how things go. But yeah, I wanted this sign to hang from right there. Or like somewhere over here. Better yet, somewhere over there. Huh, yeah, okay. So now I have all these other little cutouts that I've made. I gave myself enough space to like, yeah. Okay. So pretty much working like that. So all these other signs are for like toys that I have, like the miniatures, you know. This one ended up being too big, can't do that. These might be a little too big. This though, that's pretty cool. Oh, did I miss a message? Is that McFarlane logo? It is, it is. I don't have any actual McFarlane miniatures, but just to have those there, I think would be nice. So I'm picking out all the cutouts that are gonna go on these windows. So like I'm imagining all of these on one of the windows, just so that I could tell the customers coming in, these are the kind of toys you'll find in here. Woo! You know what I mean? Kind of like how some toy stores have that. Here's some of the monitored security alarms. I need those right here. This one could go outside on the brick wall. I'll just put it there anyways. Toy cell, toy cell, toy cell. A giant toy cell sign. Some more cell signs. I mean, these make sense, right? These make sense. Okay. Another sell sign. Another one of these open and close signs. Yeah, we'll just put these over here. Pixar, Disney. Dang, I printed these way too big. That sucks. Okay, I'm gonna need these two, and these are already cut, so that's fine. This baby, you can go there again. Okay. And these will be in here. Whoa, whoa. You gotta provide all the minis for the Dio. I mean, I did bring up that I had them, and that it would be easier for me to make a toy store since I have a bunch of, you know, the miniatures. I've already split the ones that I don't necessarily want, because, you know, like I had a bunch of doubles, triples, and quadruples of a bunch of the mini brands. I feel like that for me, because that'll make an extra $1 out of the miniatures, extra miniatures that I have, and it'll be easy for him to buy miniatures himself. You know what I mean? Makes sense if you have the duplicates. Si, senor. I went through them all in one of my lives and, you know, split it one way and the other. There was a few that I just had like one of, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep these in here with me. Right. And so I made a bunch of these, right? These Star Wars, and Pixar, and Hasbro, and Disney signs. What I plan on after I make the shelves is I'm pretty much going to stick these on the shelves just to indicate that, you know, that's where those go. I feel like putting them on something else, like I have this really thin foam. It's flexible foam sheets, and what I feel like doing is having a little slot where they can go in after I paste them on the flexible foam sheets, so that he can, you know, like put them on this one, move it around, so he can basically move them around, so they're modular, in case he wants to reorganize and not just keep it to what I see it as. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I did that for that reason. I just I just gotta get to it. Totally. Nice. Thank you. I'm not crazy. All I wanted was a Pepsi. Just want a Pepsi, but you wouldn't give it to me. Just want a Pepsi. You remember that song? That was a great song. Toy sale signs. Can these go in the front? Probably after I paint everything, these will definitely go in the front. But right now, no. My little brother rides the metro. More signs. Ooh. There we go. These are already cut out. Good for me. Didn't realize I had already cut those out. Some cell signs that are small. Good. And then these are just way too big. Like, dang it. I don't like wasting ink, so you know your boy's just gonna have to make a whole nother diorama so he can use them. Goodness. this around here. Can these go anywhere? Okay. So, guachale. I'm gonna have to cut these a little short, right? So that that can go there. That'd be great. One sign there, and then another one inside, the one that I showed. A toy cell sign. No, that's too much up there. It's too hot. It's too hot. Alright, so how about that? Toys and then a sale sign right next to them. That makes sense. And if it makes sense, it's surely to make me dollars. Holla, 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 holla. So I'd have to cut these out individually and then paste them all kind of like right there. I'll put those fire thingies there. Maybe one of these up here somewhere. Something like that. I definitely have to put one of these warning monitor security alarms like in the front of the window, just like you have to do in real life. Otherwise the thieves get away with thieving for some weird reason. That's a dumb law. And put another one over here. Yes. Yes. And then, see, putting this other one on this side, that just makes sense, right? If I put it over here. Something like that. Up here somewhere. Yeah, that makes sense. And or on the actual brick wall in the back there. Yes, yes, good. Good, Taven, good. Nope. Nope. Not that. That part will get figured out soon enough. Okay, so that's pretty much all I need from this. Now I know which ones are going to go up here. I can put these back in here, not worry too much. Blah blah blah. Yappity yap. Don't go back. Waka waka waka. Alright, it is 3:30. I should pull out the base and see what that is looking like. Hopefully the 40 pounds. Is that how much I put on it? Yeah. Hopefully the 40 pounds of weight that I put on it flattened it up the way I wanted it to. If not, F my life, I might be in trouble. See, what if that goes up there instead, though? That's not bad. That's not a bad idea, right? Right, fool? Chale. Yeah, that would make sense. That makes sense, yeah. Yeah, see? Wait. Okay. I'll leave this out here anyways. But right now, I'm going to do a little bit of moving around. You always got to make the sound effects. Alright, so putting the 40-pound weight on it definitely flattened everything out. You should have seen it. It was all warped. Woo. I'm probably gonna put it back on here, like, and leave it overnight like that, just to make sure. But for right now, I feel like it's safe enough for me to add these walls. Let's get a little look-see look, shall we? Shall we? Where, see, where? Okay, let's back up the camera a bit. Okay. And we see the inside, right? We saw the inside right here. Okay. So what does this baby tell me? Nobody puts baby in the corner. I see what's going on. Okay. So it's a little bit off, but that's because I have to shave off. I keep saying shave. Because I have to sand off the little bit of this ceiling molding that I have here. Now, do you see how this is sticking out just a little bit? Whoa, 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 easy, relax, relax. Okay. All this right here, I need to sand that off to be flush, so that it isn't sticking out that far out. Once I sand that, it should fit a lot better. That's crazy though. Okay. So that's how we're gonna do it, huh? Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Watcha. It's fine. But yeah, just almost done with that. And then of course, I gotta glue this down. That's gonna be my ceiling, right? So for here, I need to add a light in the middle, just because a light. I need to add a light in the middle, and that'll go down. I'm probably gonna add some borders around here, have something sticking out, maybe to hold the sign itself. I still don't know. I might have to print something out so it can hold the sign right above the door in this manner, or make it stick out even more, so where the sign is sticking out like this. Probably like that. That makes more sense, right? But yeah. Yep. That'll probably be the next thing that I work on, is get that roof piece going. But there are some imperfections in here. Like you can see where it's not even. Like that's bugging me. That is bugging me out. I don't like it. And you can see why. This little corner right here is not fitting flush. So I'm probably gonna have to get my box cutter and take some out the old-fashioned way, and then do the same here. You can see this little bits. It's those small details that really matter, you know. Otherwise, it's not gonna fit all flush, and then I'm gonna continuously think that it's garbage. I'm a piece of garbage. But yeah, You know what's crazy though? Like, even though you're not gonna be able to see the inside unless you like take it out, it still looks pretty dope. Like,
So how are we supposed to find the source without the tools? We get what's good.
ah,
No tanks, no transport, no weapons.
yeah,
You hope this professor's slide rule?
heck yeah.
Yeah, I think something.
Put this phone back where it was. What's game, Jaro? Thanks for joining. To both of you, thank you for the likes and chilling. This has definitely been a fun build. Can you imagine if I was like... Can you imagine what life would be like if I stayed in architecture class? Architecting? Architecture? Drafting, that's what it is. I'm an idiot. Dímelo. Yeah. Okay. So, this is pretty. I like it. I just needed to check this out to make sure it's fitting, and it looks like I know what I must do. But I don't know if I have the strength to do it. But yeah, I just needed to make sure that it's fitting. It seems like this piece needs to get cut off. Okay, where I'm not gonna do that free-handed. I'm gonna get my okay, and I need to take that piece out. Please don't rip the phone off. All right. Nice. Now I'm going to do the same on this side. Yeah, fool. Looks better than my spare room. Just saw that. TFW, what's up, homie? Again, I gotta trust the process, y'all. Trust my hands, trust my ojos / my Matt Murdochs. Here, I know what to do. Ooh, what's that? Yo, thanks for that. Thanks for the heart, bro. My loyal cave dweller. I don't know if that's what I should name my followers, but I think it's kind of funny. My fellow cave people. Are you tired of the giant burning ball in the sky hurting your eyes? Get these new rock glasses. No real glass was used to make these. They're pure rock. Yeah. The monks with the glasses. I love that picture. I take all the best pictures of my animals. Dennis gets one or two good ones in there, but like I always catch him doing something ridiculous. Given I am the one that put those glasses on her, but yeah. Oh. Alright, let's see where we're at here. Sorry, I got a little distracted watching that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show. Okay. Let's bring this guy back up here. Hey, yo. So if I push it back, are you going to resist? No, you are not. Alright, cool. Okay, so I need to push this all the way back. Push this all the way back. Yes. Okay. Now we see that. Let's push this back. We're gonna operate a little bit, shall we? Okay, let's operate like this. There we go. We're gonna take this little corner piece off right now, and then I'll consider taking the rest off with the sander. What is that sound? Cosplaying noob, what's up? It's been a minute. Okay. Here we go. I took that part off. What am I missing here? What's going on? So we're gonna take off this little corner right here, and I know my hands are covering it, but I really need my hands to hold this baby down. Let's get my handy dandy sanding tool. There we go, just a little bit of sanding love. Let's push this back. Alright. Now let's see if that's going to help it fit a little better. Hoo, doggy. Do 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 do. Sugar, sugar, do 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 do. You're my candy galore. Hey there, I had to restart my phone. My messages weren't making it in the comments. Oh, that's odd. Well, thanks for coming back. I did a thing. I shaved off the pieces that were preventing this from fitting a little more flush, as I was saying. And now they're in there. Except for I just found out a piece right here is not aligned the way I thought it was going to be. Uh-oh. Well, no going back now. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Do you hear that? Is that my phone? I don't even know what's going on there. But anyways. Alright, so do you see this? Hold on. Do you see my mistake? Right here. My intentions were to have these two meet. So what I did wrong was I ended up putting this like 1/8 higher than I wanted it to be. So it's not flush. Dang. Let's do some window shopping. Yeah, you hear it too, huh? It's I don't even know what's going on. There it is again. I don't know. I don't know what's up, homie. If it keeps doing it, I'm just I'm kind of just screwed. I don't know. It's almost like clockwork too, though. I wonder if I'm getting notifications on it through my phone that I shouldn't be getting. There it is. What in the butt? What in the boat? What in the butt? What in the boat? You can almost time it too. Oh, you got me, stupid phone. Okay. Ah, dang it. I was a few seconds off. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this back. You can see the areas where it still needs a little bit of weight on it to flatten out. I'm going to put the weights back on it, let it hang out overnight. Tomorrow I'm going to grab my sanding utensil, and then I'm going to go to town on this and just level it out like that so it doesn't have all these grooves. Because there you go, you can see the grooves a lot more like that. And that's not what I want. I don't want that at all. So hopefully the weight will do what I need it to do. I know I said I wanted to open some toys up, but I gotta take care of this right quick. Who's just candy shopping? Dip, 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 dip. Whoops. So 40 pounds of weight should do it. That's awesome. Oh, see how strange? Now it's gone. Right. I mean, I could do something else right now. I could, but will I? Alright, no, but for real though, what I really need to do is I need to do the live detailing. I don't know what it's called, but I need to take my my box cutter through all of these bricks and line them up with the box cutter and then separate them like I normally do for other jobs. Just because we're gonna do that spackling job on this one. Those are just the proper steps to take. It is 3:50 though. Why don't we chill a little bit? Why don't we chill a little bit? I've been on since like 10, I think. Whew. Look like a deflated bag of water. I look like one of those characters that was in the middle of getting edited and all their like body got edited downwards, you know? Like I feel like this should be higher. Man. Desinflado. Pinche gordo. Oh god. Una bolsa de agua. Pinches lonjas están colgando. Oh goodness. On me, you know? Like somebody messed with the y-axis on the character's loadout, so like that reminds me when you have to stretch Bowser's face in Mario Party. Ah, snap. Oh, goodness. So let's recap on what I got done today. I'm gonna change this camera angle. Okay. So on today's episode, I got to work on that toy store diorama. I wanted to open some toys, but obviously you guys saw that I started hyper-focusing, so that's always nice. I got the inside of that store kind of worked on, you know? Like I got pretty far in that. The rest of that is gonna get painted. I'm not so sure what colors, but I'm kind of leaning towards white. So like a white, blue, the dark blue that you guys see. Are kind of like it. I think that's the vibe, and of course the brick design. I don't know what color that I'm gonna make that. Aesthetically, you know what would go well? Like beige, black, and white bricks would look well on here. So once I separate these bricks, I'll know. I'll have an answer for you guys by then. But I don't only have to do the brick side, I also have to do the back side and the edges. So, you know, I still got a lot of work to do, but I'm happy to do it, obviously. I'm really enjoying working on this diorama. Once everything is glued together and the store front itself is complete, the really fun part that'll fly will be the painting part of this, and that'll go by really quickly. But so far, I still got a few things to do that I consider grunt work. I'm not trying to give it the most, like, I'm not trying to go all out. I'm trying to get this to where it matches the aesthetic of action figures, you know. The collection that Action Figure AF has, it's a mixture. He's got Marvel Legends, he's got Marvel Legends, SH Figuarts, a few different, a few different characters in there, but they all have that cartoonish comic book looking, you know, like that's just what they are. So I don't want to make these too hyper realistic, otherwise it's gonna look kind of off in my mind. But I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to highlight that my style is gonna work really well on this. It's cartoonishly looking, but realistically shaded and painted. I don't know. I'll figure out a word for it. But yeah, feeling good about it. Don't really know what else to say. Feeling good. I'm fixing the little errors that make it, you know, they're like kind of tweaking out there. But yeah, it kind of sucks though, because I could have kept on going with the sanding at least, but I have to wait that until tomorrow. I need those boards as flat as could be, so I'm gonna play the patient game and just wait for then. Of course, tomorrow I have another episode 32 of Caveman Adventures. Hopefully tonight I'll have done the edging, like separating my bricks with my knife, because I don't want to do that on live. If anything, I want to start painting these bricks tomorrow. So that'd be nice, because once I paint the bricks, I can work on the pipes. This is going to have water pipes that lead from the top that go onto the roof of the diorama. So those are my plans for that. I need to weather some of these bricks up. Got a lot of fun stuff ahead of me in this one. And then I have to figure out the back. Am I gonna leave it plain like that? Am I gonna graffiti it up? Will I add more layers to it? Not like the most complex thing to figure out, but the sooner I figure out, the sooner I can put it together and move on to the next part. This has definitely been one of my favorite commissions that I've done in a long time, because it's so different. It's a toy store. It's a toy store for toys. And I find that awesome as hell. He's gonna love this. He's gonna love it. And if he doesn't, well, damn, you know. At least I tried. Knock on wood. To this day, I haven't had anyone return any commissions. They haven't had any issues with them, and if they have, they've been quiet about it, which isn't always the nicest thing you can do to someone who's trying to get better. For me, if I'm trying to get better at my craft, so if you see something that's bothering you about a build that I'm making for you, this is talking to anyone in the future, I'd like to know, because you know, it's only going to help me get better and help me give you what you really want. Yeah. I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? You guys saw some of the work I've been putting into it. If you've been catching... actually, I'm going to post some pictures of it online today on Instagram. So for those that didn't get a chance to see it, talking to you, Roku, you'll be able to check it out on Instagram. And yeah, y'all let me know there. And for those that don't know, on YouTube, Instagram, Roku TV, and here on TikTok, you guys can find me under Caveman Adventures. I am Taven the Caveman. I like to make action figure props, play sets, dioramas. I illustrate sometimes. I'll open action figures, give you guys a raw review of them. Shoot, lately I've been opening some Pokemon cards off camera, so I might start doing that on camera just because your boy likes that game. But anyways, I try to stay nerdy when I'm on here, and I'm trying to bring more topics to talk about. Like today I was yapping about Secret Invasion and who I thought was a Skrull. Dang, that show did us dirty, right guys? Like, I'm just... I don't know what was worse, Inhumans or Secret Invasion, but they both let me down. And it sucks. They're still living rent-free in my mind. I've been super impressed by your work, so much that I wouldn't buy a dio from anyone else. Bro, that is awesome. That's what's up, Coach. Thank you so much for that. That's a great compliment, man. I'm gonna walk with my head up high and tell my husband you said that. I'm gonna be like, see, I impress people. But yeah, thank you for that. It is 4 o'clock, you guys. Roku Land. Thank you for hanging out with me, Coach. You've been awesome. I am gonna log off though, cause I think I'm gonna stretch my legs a little bit. Thank you everybody for joining me in Roku. I'll see you guys in the 32. That'll be continue working this tomorrow from 2 to 4 Pacific time. Don't forget, y'all. All right, thank you. I've been your host, Haven the Caveman. I'm out.